Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching Jujutsu Kaisen episode 7. What happened last time?
Last time, a bunch of people burst into flames. Jugo, I think is his name. Jugo or Jogu. It's the opposite of Gojo. So yeah, it was Jogo, I think is his name. Lit a bunch of people on fire, vowed to capture Gojo Sensei. And we're gonna see how that fight is going to turn out. Really hyped up for this. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction, but let's just get into it.
Right after we tell you that this is not a market substitute for Jujutsu Kaisen, we are including some footage from the show to help inform you of what we are reacting to and what we're talking about. Not to provide you with a free place to watch the show. Please go and watch on Crunchyroll. That's where we're watching.
Alrighty, let's go. Oh god. Oh, just starting out. Just starting right now. Okay, so that attack didn't do it, but I've been calling it for the last few episodes that Gojo is going to get checked. That, like, he's been hyped up as the strongest motherfucker on the planet, and at some point that's going to be checked.
No, he's just gonna come over and kill this guy. He's still standing there. Ew.
Ember insects. One to stun you, and then the other to obviously damage you. It was a substitution. Oh my god! See, I imagine in the manga this would have been like a whoa, tune in next week for like him to come back or whatever. I don't believe for a second that that would take him out. Not even for one, like, at all am I afraid that he's gonna get fucked up.
I walked up to yeah.
Oh, that's what they're doing? It's like
everything has to be halfway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can never...
It's like you're never actually touching anything, you're just touching the infinity of air, because if you have it, then you know, yeah.
Oh, we actually can't touch him.
He's gonna like, snap off his fingers. It's not just a blow strengthened by curse energy. Oh my god, he's just palm striking him. Reversal, so he's like expanding it rapidly. That's like a god level ability. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I guess that's
oh
why
my god,
they're hyping him up all
I
the
guess
time.
so. I guess so. But that's like he's Jesus. This song is awesome. This sounds like an Undertale track. I was wondering when they're gonna turn up the animation. We're going really 3D with this one though. Undertale
water, indeed. Exactly where a fire dude doesn't want to go.
The way they did his eye just there really reminded me of Undertale. Domain expansion? Is he that powerful?
He's more powerful than Sukuna is right now.
Right now, but Sukuna's domain expansion. Oh, he's flashback. Hide in the trunk, Yuji. That's incredible.
Nice. Oh, literally, look what I'm wearing.
Oh shit. Lord of the Rings. Domain expansion. Oh shit. By releasing a steady stream of cursed energy through your feet. Warp. That's why he's able to. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's why he's so fast.
I have a built-in shield. Do you think I need a...
Yeah, exactly. You think I need a hostage? He's got enough speed for all three of you. Oh god. Oh no, now he's mad! Oh god! Now I'm mad! I'm gonna unleash my true form! What's his domain supposed to look like? Just a volcano. Very on brand, this guy. But at least he's consistent. Coffin of the Iron Mountain. That's such a cool name. But yeah, that's why fucking Gojo can be fucking, like, he could just be somewhere. Is because he just expands infinity between him and, like, where he is, and then decreases it to where he's going. So he can basically teleport to wherever he wants. Basically, not, I don't know if that's how it actually works. That's my guess, anyway. Boost stats. Oh, I love the old school. Oh, that's so cool. I love that so much. The old school look. It immediately looks like it's from anime from 2001. I love how it's 4x3 as well. No! I think I peed a little bit when I saw his beautiful blue eyes. Holy fuck, it's like a black hole!
It's an infinite
It's
void.
infinity. It is about, it is both everything and nothing at once.
Oh my god.
It's the singularity. It is just, like I said, god tier ability. How is it possible for one person to possess this ability? What happened? I can feel everything. Yeah. But the information is never complete. Exactly. It's everything and nothing together at the same time, at all times, and never. I wonder how he deals with this. He's so cute. Oh, I love that sound. It's like a clay pot.
I can see why.
That's omnipotence.
They're
Who
watching.
can fuck with that? Oh shit, is he... Ah, shit. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, at least with the volcano guy, you can kind of see him coming.
He's like formally apologizing.
Yeah.
かり身につけて交流会でお披露目といこうか。はい、先生。はい、ユージ君。交流会何？
Oh yeah, I've
He
been
wasn't
keeping
there.
you in isolation.
Yeah. Yeah, how would you possibly know about that? Now, is this guy one of the higher-ups in the Jujutsu Sorcery people, or is he, like...
Someone who
Because he
left.
didn't want people from the school to see him.
Mm-hmm. Now, that might be just because he wants to be secretive, but...
I have a feeling
Yeah.
there's a bigger reason for that. Oh, who's he meeting? Saw that in the intro. Saw this person in the intro. What advantage could you possibly
They're
have?
Halloween.
Mahito. Cloud Giant. Alrighty. That was a fucking episode right there, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Louises. That was insane. That was insane, that episode. That was my favorite episode so far, I think.
Literally gets told, if you go after him, you'll
fucking
die. Also, I don't care. I'll just try and do it. I don't even...
How strong do you think I am? Half as strong as the one we're trying to bring to our side? No, actually, like, 5% less strong than that. Well, whatever. 45% is stronger than the strongest guy that they have, so... What? Just, like, doesn't even, like, care about the power scaling? Like, he just is completely... Is told straight up, you're going to lose. You're probably going to die. No, I'm less than half as strong as the person we're trying to recruit, so... I think I can take him. And then, Lord of the Rings. Epic. That's hilarious. We just rewatched it recently, and Lord of the Rings is about as shonen as it gets as far as, like, Western stuff. It is literally a shonen. If you watch it, like, if it was animated, like, anime style, it wouldn't fucking need to cut out a goddamn thing. It would be perfect. But, yeah. Anyway. What'd you think of that episode?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that episode, actually. We got to learn about the domain, we got to, like,
yes.
Actually, what I like about this episode and last episode is we're actually learning some stuff that makes it all make sense.
Yes.
And we got to see that they weren't just hyping Gojo up, he actually is, like, the most strong, but by a lot.
By a lot.
Not just, oh, he's like the best one at our school or whatever. It's like, no, he is literally a god.
Here's the thing, though. I hope we learn more about his ability, because if that's his ability, then, like, he's not just omnipotent. He should be omniscient. If he has if his domain is infinity, it doesn't seem like the concept of infinity is lost on the show, because if his power is infinity, then that means he knows what's going to happen. Like, that means that he knows all of the possibilities. Whether the limitation is he's still human, so his brain can't reasonably process what, like, the expanse of it. He can influence it and control it and use it, but maybe it's that because of just the limitation of them being human beings, he can't fully digest all of the information that is required to have complete control over it. And maybe that's the power scaling with him and how he could get stronger.
Yeah,
but, like,
or it's something to do with, like, why he has to wear that thing over his eyes.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just because they don't want him to be super cute all the time.
Maybe, because he is the
just
cutest
a style
boy.
Choice.
100%.
He has no business being that cute.
He turned from, like, a 32-year-old, like, cool guy to, like, the cutest motherfucker who's ever existed. He has, like, ocean blue, like, diamond blue eyes. As presumably a Japanese man, but, like, it's just kind of funny. But I love, this episode had so much going for it. Gojo's power to me is, like, blowing my mind, because like you guys said that he was super powerful, but like that it's a level of power that I wasn't not only was I not expecting to see, but it blows my mind because I don't know where they go from here. Is the thing. It's such a high level. Like, not just how could you beat him. My thing is, I still think there's, now that we know the extent of how strong he is, that is only something that can be like taken down in the future. There will be a reason why he gets fucked up in the future, and I think it will have to be the fact that he is still human.
I also think that
because also if you think about his goal, if you think about his goal, like, if he's this powerful, he could just level the entire sorcery thing. Like, he went through his whole thing about how his goal now, the best way to, like, bring positive change in the future is to train the people beneath him, because in his lifetime he won't be able to fully, you know, get the ball rolling and makes positive change in a lasting way. So the best thing he can do is, instead of trying to change the mind of those above him, try and, you know, pass on his knowledge and his beliefs, and his way of thinking to his students. So that is interesting in conjunction with his power, so that means that he doesn't just know the future, and he doesn't just know, he doesn't have full control over everything. So, like, and I guess that's obvious, but I want them to go. I want to know more about it. Anyway, you were saying.
I was gonna say I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that they said previously that if Sukuna was at 100% power, Gojo might not be able to defeat him.
Did they say that? Because I remember Gojo and Sukuna talking, and Sukuna was like, do you think you could beat me if I was at 100%? I think I'd destroy, or I forget exactly what it is, but Gojo was just like, haha, yeah, I could beat you.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I feel like there was something that was brought into question that maybe I'm just wrong.
Well, the thing about that conversation is you're just taking two characters at their word, and we talked about it and we were like, I don't know, Sukuna seems like the Demon King. Like, he seems like, I mean, obviously he's not based on the other people that we've seen, the other cursed spirits, but he's like, he seemed the strongest creature, and the only reason Gojo maybe defeated him was because he was only at like one finger level of power. So,
well, yeah, because how many fingers does he have now? Like
4?
Yeah, he's
3,
not even at quarter power yet.
He's at 20% power, and he was at 5%. But like, so that conversation was kind of weird because, like, obviously they both like know how powerful they are, but they don't know the full extent of the power of the other person. And so they both think that they could beat the other person. But based on, like, I don't know what Sukuna could possibly have that competes with a black hole. That's, like, Sukuna's domain is a pile of bodies in a rib cage. Gojo's domain is everything and nothing at once, all the time, and also never. The end. It is...
Yeah, I don't know.
It is the alpha and the omega. That, like, you... Well, like, that's... maybe I'm taking this too far, but they're, like, I don't think I am, because that's what infinity means. They're saying, my power is infinity, and I can control the distance of infinity, the presumably how time moves. Presumably, if it's infinity, like, infinity means everything and nothing at once. That's what infinity is.
Well, I guess that's why they want to trap him, rather. They're not even going to try and kill him. I mean, obviously, he was attempted to be killed in this episode, but that clearly is not going to work on him. So that's why they need the, what was it called, the prison domain?
Yes.
And
or something
prison
like that.
Something,
yeah.
And that's why they need that, because if they trap him in something that he can't get out of, then he can't get out of it.
Yeah, they need to, the only way to, but it's just...
Which is why, I guess, if they have more people and they go at it in, like, a team attack or something, and, like, plan it out really well, then maybe they could get him like that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, is it seems like they could conceivably do that, because he is surprised from time to time. Like, he was surprised when Hanami shot the little flower thing and then recovered the guy's head.
Yeah.
If he was... omniscient.
I don't think he is.
He's clearly not. Like, based on... I'm just reasoning it out because... Again, they just, like... I hope that... Like, here's the thing. It seems like the show understands what that means. I hope they know what it means. because that is no nonsense shit. I'm respecting the power that they're giving Gojo, but it's dangerous. It's like when you add time travel to a story. That's the level of like, I really hope this works out, but it is so easy to like underestimate the effects that this will have on your story. And because this is so early in the source material, it's making me think, is this like when they added Super Saiyan for the first time? Is this like when they added the Kamehameha wave and they were like, or the Spirit Bomb, or any, like, I'm trying to think of a non-spoiler example, because there are examples that I could go into in series that, like Naruto, but I obviously don't want to do that because we're watching Naruto. Like, does the writer fully comprehend? And they're clearly a student of this sort of literature. Like we saw the Lord of the Rings reference last episode. We saw all of the different shonen references. They understand. They've clearly studied and are a student of this type of story. But I can't help but be worried when they introduce something of this magnitude. That being said, I am fully on board with this. If this is where they're going.
Yeah, if they have if like you say, they seem to know what they're talking about based on various other references or anything. So
Yeah.
if you were aware of like how bullshit some other things can turn into, then you would probably not do that for your own thing.
Yeah, because this is that kind of ability is like, if you're playing D&D, that is not even level 20. That is like that might be level 20. That is like the cap of what you can achieve in something like in Dungeons and Dragons. Like the wish spell you get it's a level 9 spell. You get it when you're at level 20 as like a wizard or something, and that allows you to bend reality using a wish once a day. Like and that's once a day. He can bend reality all the time.
Well, I wonder if he does have any. I want to know what his limitations are. I guess because he must, if he can just do that 24/7, literally whenever he wants.
I imagine he can't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there must be something of some
Holding
kind
him
of
back.
trade-off from that. Maybe something to do with why he's wearing the blindfold all the time, because maybe it's too much for him. Or something. Maybe
like he's either risking undoing himself every time, like, because that's another D&D thing. If you play around with a spell like Wish, like poorly, if you don't like word things correctly, or if you try to reach beyond the limitations of the spell, you can straight up delete yourself from ever existing and shit like that. Like there's crazy things that can happen. So maybe there's something like that where he knows if he goes too far, or if he uses it for too long, if he just always, maybe the gateway to that sort of his domain is through his eyes, and that's why he needs to keep them shielded. Something like that. But like that's insane. It's like when Kakashi took his mask off for the first time, he was able to monkey see, monkey do Zabuza's jutsu, and was able to copy. And that was like, holy shit, you can like copy any jutsu. That's crazy. That's like the limitation, like the amount of ways that this can go are endless. He can do anything.
Oh well, he can't copy this.
There's limitations put. So I imagine there's going to be something like that in the future. In fact, I'm certain of it. I'm interested how much limitations they put on that, because the way this was introduced, they showed more than I think they could backpedal. Like, they can't backpedal from them being in the singularity and him talking about like all information, all knowledge, like doesn't, like, just existential god tier shit. It's really amazing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing in the truest sense, and I'm fucking totally down for it. But it's also really scary from a writing perspective, because if I was writing something like this, I wouldn't trust myself with like giving giving like one of the first characters I introduced god level abilities from the get go is kind of it's very it's thin ice is what it is.
But it's very cool.
But it's really cool, and he's a real cute boy underneath that. My God, is there anything else I want to say? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got introduced to that other guy at the very end.
Yeah, what's his name? I love Yuji formally apologizing, by the way, for...
Yeah, I love the flowers, and they're like, wow, this is... It's like in Pokemon, like when you do one of those things that like makes the other one not want to fight.
Yeah. I just want to get this guy's name so that we can say it and hopefully remember it. So there's Hanami, and then this guy, I forget his name. But it's getting to the point where we should probably start remembering these guys' names. So that's Hanami and Jogo. We saw this guy in the intro amidst, like, a group of people.
Oh, yeah, and they said that they're gonna,
Mahito. And I can't tell if they're on the same level.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell if, like, Mahito is the boss, or if they're working together, or if there's even someone else that we, like, don't know.
I'm not sure. It's interesting. I think I want to listen to it again, but I kind of don't. But because it'll just take too long. But, like, it seems, I think that they were both referring to each other as Kun at the end, which is strange. Like, because that, like, the honorifics denote a hierarchy. So, like, if they're both referring to each other as if each other is, like, sort of below them or, like, with endearment, then that is, one, interesting that these, like, creepy dudes are, like, endearingly referring to each other, but also don't seem super close personally based on, like, the way they're acting. And maybe they are. They both have similar scars, so maybe they're related in some way.
Well, yeah, obviously this guy that I forget the name of, he's a human, and then it seems like...
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a human.
The dark-haired guy.
Yeah, and then I guess we're supposed to believe Mahito is a curse as well. And then, but they're like being like, oh, we're...
Maybe something, maybe he's both.
They seem to be, maybe, but they seem to be talking like, oh, we're the real humans.
Yeah.
We're like the true form of humanity.
Yeah, that's what Jogo was talking about, I think, in the diner, of like, if we're spawned from the deepest, truest, basic emotions and the energy that comes from people's, like, true feelings, even though they might not express that they hate something or someone, we are formed out of that lack of expression, out of that emotion. So the fact that we exist out of the truth of humanity means that we are the truth of humanity. So, which means that they're false and we're real. Which now, it was kind of interesting before, but, like, now that we're seeing, I guess I might just be more engaged with the story, but now that we're seeing that go further, it's becoming a lot more relevant, I guess, and it seems really interesting.
Yeah, and yeah, it seems like they have some kind of plan on Halloween. They're going to try and do stuff, and yeah, I guess I don't know how long they've been working on this, and also the fact that they can talk. They're curses that can talk, which obviously Sukuna could talk before, but it was
understood that he's on a completely different level.
So now it's like, at what level does that come into play, or does it not matter of the level? Because it obviously does matter of the level, because, like, they're saying, oh, the ones that are in the countryside don't have the logic to hold a hostage or do something kind of clever.
Well,
but even when that curse at the prison had one finger of Sukuna, that's still what he still couldn't talk. So I'm unclear as to whether.
Well, it's between that and Jogo.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm unclear if every curse at a high level can talk, or if only certain ones at a high level can talk.
Well, yes, that's a good question. I think that that was kind of answered, or at least alluded to in this episode when, so obviously it's between One-Fingered, that special grade, and Jogo. So, and the thing to note about that special grade is when we were learning about domain expansion this episode, the reason why the detention center was so fucking crazy was because that was it's malleable, like it is just gaining this level of power. Maybe if it had been given time, it would have eventually learned the ability to speak and think for itself on a conscious level rather than just instinctual. Because it was approaching that, like, it did things that, like, baited people and, like, captured people, which we've seen before. So I think between One-Finger special grade and Four Fingers, did they say that, or did they say no? They said 9, like 8 or 9 fingers. So between those two, that's a big difference. But it seemed like that creature was approaching that at one finger, based on the fact that it was creating an expansion, a domain expansion, and it was acting like more intelligent than before. So, yeah. So between 1 and 8, I guess. Probably closer to 1, I would say. Probably nearing like 3 or 4 is what I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the information we have. But then everything beneath that, like their entire ranking system is predicated on that thing or lower.
Yeah.
So like we are off the charts already in terms of power scaling. At least what the like the established world has understood. So we're gonna be, which is interesting, which is really cool.
And it's also interesting that Gojo is saying, there's, like, he basically said it's very unusual for so many special grades to be showing up all the time.
Yeah.
So, and obvious, I mean, everything sort of leads to the fact that they're like gearing up for some kind of curse revolution.
Yeah.
We're the new humanity type of thing. But, yeah, it's just good to know that, they're aware of it, but Gojo, since he's so powerful, he finds it more of an annoyance than anything else.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. I think we're gonna end it off here real quick so that we can get this out to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this episode. I don't know about you. Yeah, this was a fucking great episode.
I really like that we're learning more about the world, about both sides, about the powers, how they work. And
just to close things off with that, our criticism, it wasn't necessarily a criticism of the show. It was just like we wanted to get to this point where we're super engaged, and if the show was acting like the power was really like the scaling and the way that powers work didn't really matter, and it was just like Dragon Ball Z, this is more powerful than this was more powerful. When you introduce like intricate abilities with different conditions and stuff like that, but we don't have a reference for it, it's difficult for us to get hyped about it. But now that we have a reference for it, now that we have that information, this is where we wanted to get. This is what we were talking about. Like, we didn't believe that the show was never going to get here. We were just saying that we wanted to get to this place. We were excited to get this place.
That we were feeling that we needed a bit of that to stay engaged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but now we got it. So we're fucking in. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Celetius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukahara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Tara,
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.